1700, a number never to be forgotten. For it represents the dreams and hopes of 700 young men whose lives were taken away in the Spiker massacre. It represents 700 families of grieving fathers, brothers, sisters, widows and orphans, with darkness forever cast upon their lives, their wounds and aches ignored by the government, and the perpetrators left free, bringing nothing but dishonor to the lives that were lost. Not so long ago, large areas of our country fell under ISIS control. People were forced to migrate, and those who did not, for months, they suffered great cruelty and atrocities committed by the forces of ISIS. And what's more, during their liberation, infrastructures of whole cities were destroyed. In the hot days of summer, when the heat often surpasses 125 degrees, the people suffer from excessive heat, with practically no electricity to run their air conditioning devices, whilst most of them are below the poverty line, with no means to buy such devices to begin with.
حرك بيها ورجعها على حشيش واضح كربلاء ربي ناس عين ربي التجاوز ربي بكره ربي دير بالك عليهم شوي.
With many areas being devoid of tap water, forcing the citizens to rely on polluted streams and wells, epidemics often break, leading to more suffering. Our country used to manufacture a wide variety of products, including cars, TVs, fridges, and medicines. Our country's industry died, and with its death, thousands of people remain jobless. Our agriculture declined with time, with the killing blow being recently delivered by Turkey through their dams, thanks to which the great Tigris River is now nearly dried up. So have you ever thought, how did one of the greatest and richest countries in the world go down the drain like this? Here is your answer. So how deep-rooted is the corruption? Well, here are a few examples. The Iraqi Ministry of Electricity spent $46 billion from 2004 to 2016, claiming to provide all our needs of electrical power. And some went even beyond that, claiming to export electricity to neighboring countries. Of course, none of that ever happened. The Ministry of Defense spends about $4 billion annually, claiming to provide jobs for a large number of Iraqis. While in a recent scandal, the public discovered that the ministry was giving salaries to non-existent employees. In other words, the money was being stolen. So is there a light at the end of the tunnel? Well, there could be, but for all we know, you need to be that light. Or, as Gandhi would put it, be the change you want to see in the world. Iraq needs you to vote. You think that your vote won't matter because the election was already rigged. But, as far as we know, the more of you vote, the less they can alter the results. Iraq needs you to drive the change. Iraq needs you to move. Nominate yourselves in the elections. You don't need a lot of money to advertise yourselves. This guy here named Professor Muhammad lost the previous elections, but he didn't stop there. He persevered and ran the current elections, and finally, he secured himself a position in the parliament. And guess what? He did all of this without putting any electoral adverts on the streets. Please do not fret. Even after all the damage Iraq had suffered, we still have the resources to make things better. Iraq has a fertile soil for agriculture, and a land rich in minerals, and a lot of potential for tourism through its archaeological sites. So for those who sacrificed their lives defending Iraqi lands, for those who lost their homes and families, vote. I'm feeling alive!